Jungkook and Jimin's secret project leaked. This is a song that will never be released again. The world's eyes are once again on BTS, not because of a grand concert or a recent release, but because of one shocking leak. An audio file lasting 2 minutes 31 seconds appeared on an international music forum at midnight last night, containing pieces of a mysterious song that had never been heard before. The voice in the song? None other than Jungkook and Jimin, but that's not what keeps the ARMY quiet. Rather, the fact that the song, beautiful, honest, and full of emotion, was part of a secret project that has now been confirmed as cancelled. And the leak of the song opened the veil of feelings that they had been hiding. The file was first shared by an unknown account with a caption, "This was never meant to be heard, but it deserves to be." In a short time, the song titled Silhouettes was spread across platforms, Reddit, SoundCloud, Telegram, to TikTok. Jungkook's deep, wounded voice opens the song with a line. "You promised the night would end with light slash, but we kept dancing in the silence." Then followed by Jimin's voice that almost whispered, "I lost your hand when I blinked slash, and the world kept spinning like we never sang together." The song is not just a demo. It's a whole piece with perfect mixing, deadly harmonies, and lyrics too personal to be a mere studio exercise. The fans who hear it know right away. This song has a story behind it. Hours after the leak went viral, one of HYB's producers who did not want to be named gave a surprising confirmation to the local media. Silhouettes is a personal collaboration song between Jungkook and Jimin. They wrote it in Japan last year for 2 weeks secretly. The song is not for the album, that for their own. The statement instantly changed the public's perspective. The song was not a commercial project, not a release that was canceled due to industry pressure, but more than that, a record of the emotions of two best friends, kept like a letter never sent. And now the letter has been leaked to the world. The fans' response? Mixed up. On the one hand, they were stunned by the beauty of the song, melodies that seem to tear the soul, lyrics that are too frank to pass by. But on the other hand, many of them feel guilty. One of the fanbase wrote, "This song is like reading someone else's diary. We're fascinated, but also aware we shouldn't be here." And maybe that's what millions of other soldiers feel. Because when the song reached the end, where Jimin and Jungkook sang together, if this was the last song, would you still sing it with me? Millions of hearts around the world answered in silence. Yes. A few hours later, Jimin uploaded a photo on Instagram story. "Just dark, a picture of the night sky without stars. But it's written in the bottom corner, that's not for you to hear. But if it helps you understand us, so be it." Shortly after, Jungkook posted lyrics that were not in the leaked song. "Some songs are born to disappear, but feelings, they echo forever." That sentence seems to confirm that Silhouettes will not be released officially, even after the whole world asked for it. Because that's not what the song was made for. HYB finally released a short statement. "We are investigating how the personal material was leaked." The song Silhouettes is a personal project between two of our members. We asked the public to respect their decision not to release it officially. But the opposite happened. The song is no longer just listened to. It is remembered. Created fan art, translated into various languages, rearranged by other musicians as a form of respect. Even a fan orchestra in Germany created its live instrumental version based solely on leaked files. Silhouettes is more than just a song. It became a symbol of silent intimacy, of unfinished projects, of honesty never intended for public consumption. And the ARMY began to understand that behind a world full of highlights, sometimes two souls just want to sing to each other. Not for sales charts, not for awards, but to survive. To convey things that are too fragile to say directly. The days after the leak of the Silhouettes song became a kind of silent mourning period for the ARMY. No celebration, no overreaction. Precisely what arises is the mutual realization that they have touched something too personal, a part of Jungkook and Jimin's lives that was never meant to be shared with the world. The international fan base began to decide to stop the spread of the song. Within 48 hours, more than 500 large ARMY accounts on X, TikTok, and YouTube jointly issued an appeal. Respect their songs. Listen to your heart, not just the melody. Don't spread it again. And surprisingly, the global community responded with incredible maturity. Thousands of videos that had contained pieces of the song were removed voluntarily. Many fans are turning their content into messages of support and reflection, not exploitation. One of the comments that went viral on Weverse reads, "I'd rather never hear that song than hear it by hurting the person who wrote it." Meanwhile, HYBE remains conducting an internal investigation. An anonymous source mentioned that the song leak occurred from one of the studio's Tokyo branch servers, which Jimin and Jungkook used when they secretly recorded Silhouettes last year. Management has disabled all external access channels and started an investigation into a number of freelance audio engineers who had handled the project's mixing sessions, but that's not the focus of the world's attention. Instead, attention was drawn to one softer, more moving thing: Jimin and Jungkook's change in behavior since the incident. A few days after the leaked incident, Jimin was seen attending a private training session in HYB. He didn't come with the team, did not bring an assistant, only herself and dance shoes. One of the staff called. He didn't choreograph. She just stood in front of the mirror, playing a song from a cell phone and danced slowly. It's like remembering something that can't be repeated. Meanwhile, Jungkook is starting to get active again on social media, but in an unusual way. He uploaded a series of images of landscapes: beaches at dawn, empty streets, lawn chairs wet with rain. No long words. Only one caption he repeated in all uploads: "Still with you." Old fans understood right away. It was not just a sentence. It was the title of Jungkook's previous solo song, a song about waiting and serenity, which now feels like an echo of Silhouettes. And then came an unexpected moment. INHYB's closed-door internal event held to celebrate BTS's debut anniversary. Jungkook and Jimin were suddenly asked to convey something to the staff who had worked hard with them. They stood side by side on a small stage without spotlights, accompanied only by a table lamp and a glass of water. Jungkook looked at Jimin for a moment, then said in a quiet voice, "Sometimes, the work that is not released is precisely what we are most proud of." Jimin smiled a little, his eyes reddened, but not crying. Then he added, "Because we don't sing it for the world. We sing it to keep each other alive." The whole room fell silent. Even the staff who have worked with BTS for years said they had never seen the two of them talk so honestly. A few days later, a movement emerged from the army globally. They began to write letters to the Silhouettes, not to ask to be released, not to blame. But as a form of respect, the letters were collected in digital form, printed in a single archive named "A Song We Heard with Our Hearts." The archive was sent to HYB as an offering from fans, not for public reading, not for display, only to be given to the two names that created the song, Jungkook and Jimin. To this day, Silhouettes are still alive, not as an official release, but as a symbol that can only be understood by those who have ever felt alone in the sparkling center of the world. A song that will never be played on stage, but it will always resonate in silent spaces, among the whispers of the night, and in the beating hearts of its listeners. And perhaps that's the magic of honest work. Even if it's not released, it's still timeless. And when the song leaked to the world, we were all given a rare chance. Hear the voice of the heart that doesn't want to be heard, but is too beautiful to ignore. Maybe they won't sing it on stage, but we know in a quiet place, in an off-the-record time, Jimin and Jungkook are still singing it together, for each other. And for the night they never left completely.